Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire to get out of here already, because this music is far too depressing and is really starting to get the tears rolling, because we not only in the last episode did we lose Hex to the most cheapest death of the entirety of the Locke thus far, but we also lost Tessa. Chaosandra captured her. She wanted revenge for us capturing Chaos, which just isn't a good way to go about things, but, you know, here we are, her having done it anyway. But don't worry, Tessa won't get captured for long, because we're here to rescue her. With a new and improved Dread Yacht right here. I love the fact that this is basically a glorified promotional film even for the Dread Yacht. You know, an advert in other words. Because a promotion can mean two different things. A promotion can mean you stepping up the ladder in the job you're at, going from, say, a second assistant camera to a first assistant camera for the sake of the film industry, which of course I've been studying at university as of recently. And then on top of that, promotion can also mean the advertising of something. You know, I could make a promotion about certain stars like Kaboom over here, but because I'm making a promotion on him, it doesn't mean he himself is being promoted. That's where the difference in the grammar comes in. That's why grammar is as important as it is, you know, just the way you say things can change the meaning of a sentence tenfold. And the tone in which you say it can change someone's reaction to that sentence as well. So tone and grammar are all important in speech. Way, we need to hurry up and skip this by pressing best button of video games. I continue to itch my face away. Yeah, soon enough I will itch my face away to where the flesh will just be ripped from my cranium. That's not a terrifying image whatsoever. Oh, that's no worries, Baron Sharkfin. We will, you know, absolutely ace this level with our aceness. Which I'm pretty sure is a word, but if it wasn't, then it is now because I said so. And now we have the energy drink consultant himself. If you ever want to know anything about energy drinks, you want to speak to this guy right here, just look at how he flinches. He's got so much energy to him. As far as I'm concerned, he's an advocate for energy drinks right here. We need to speak to him about his, you know, energy drink intake. It's not healthy.
First, hop into this disguise. The scout hazards to elude and escape poncho.
Yeah, the fact that he said that so easily in that tone of voice definitely proves to me his love for the good old energy drinks right here. And by energy drinks, I literally mean energy drinks. There is no subtle joke I'm making about alcohol here. Alcohol, you know, from what I've found, doesn't really give you energy to the same level as what energy drinks does. Then again, I wouldn't know because I've never had alcohol to a large extent. Like, I've had it in celebratory moments and to socialise, but, you know, I've never been much of a drinker myself. Anyway, about that, let's be blasted off again! Yeah, Team Rocket reference for the win. And I'll tell you why that was a win, because Rocket and Reference are literary. Anyway, it's time to swap out for the swap force representative of the life element, Bubble Blast. Meaning that this right here is the number of chances our enemies stand. 0. This is Bubble Blast we're talking about here. By the way, I love the fact that the gloop has those kind of like waves to it. You know, it's good detail. And now we have the Chompy Pace Pedal. Yeah, this is one of the most creatively themed levels in the game. You know, the fact that it's orientated around a goop fortress is pretty cool. And hey, we even achieved a little achievement for Bubble Blast right here. Yeah, I do like the addition of Scarda's quest. It gives you more reason to play for Scarda for longer. Use quests, mind you.
We're now inside the secret laboratory section of this here fortress.
Because hey, lots of people rationalise their purchases with how long will this purchase last, you know, how much will I take out of it. So if you pay £60 for a game, then you'd want it to last at least 4 hours, so then you're paying £15 an hour, for example. You know, sometimes I rationalise my purchases like that, but if you think of it like this, most Skylanders cost a tenner. I recommend retail, right? So, you know, as soon as you play for them for 2 hours even, it's £5 an hour, and it's totally worth it. And look at me, how much I play Skylanders. I've played every single Skylander I own for at least 2 hours. You know, some of them much more than that. But hey, some people care and rationalise money like that, and some people just don't care what they're spending money on, so long as they enjoy what they're doing, and that's, the key thing about life, enjoying it, taking it, one step at a time. You don't need to rush things, you don't need to plan out your whole life, just let things be unpredictable, and just enjoy the journey along the way. That's my advice for the day. It's better than spouting out the word dope every 5 seconds, like what was that of the last episode's word of the day, you could say. Man, I phrase things weirdly, but that's just for charm of my commentary, I suppose. So let's be opening up this ship lock right here. It's not really zipped, but it is locked however, so we're opening it up all the same. Bumble Blast! What's your language, young man? No need for that, you buzz off! I'll tell you, this guy is a terrible influence. High Five took this guy's phrases and used it for his catchphrase. So every single time you place High Five onto the portal, you hear that foul language, and it's all Bumbleblast's fault. Man, I tell you what, there is no need for language like that. But all jokes aside, let's continue on with the rest of the level right here as we absolutely annihilate and humiliate these enemies with our absolute annihilation of them. That I do not feel sorry for in the slightest. Yeah, this right here is the face of a regret-free man. Anyway, let's be taking this fool down, shall we? Yeah, who does this guy think he is? Thinking he can tackle us? He can't. Simply put. Okay, let's be continuing to take him down. Boom, baby, just like that.
Contact! Perimeter secured! We are now free to speak.
Oh, that's convenient.
This high-velocity stealth transport device.
Yep, this guy's definitely consuming them energy drinks left, right, and centre, to say the least. That's one thing I am confident about this guy's energy drink intake being off the charts. Most energy drinks companies are staying afloat purely because he is putting so much of his annual income into them. He's buying so many energy drinks that they are staying afloat from him and him alone. Anyway, let's be mashing the correct button. I was mashing the X button by total accident. And last time I checked, this is not the square button. Anyway, controller cam being put aside. Let's grab that treasure chest. Yes, please. Yeah, baby, let's go. Now, Bumbleblast might have a larger hitbox than most, but fortunately for us, that's compensated for the fact that his health bar is so buffed up. And the fact that enemies can't even get close, the fact that he slows them down and defeats them without even needing to face in their general direction, because he can just fire off bees as he flees away from them. Or better yet, he can knock back enemies with his mine. Basically this character has it all. He has for knockback damage, he has for stun, for slow, for projectiles, for high health bar. And the horns as well, apparently. Yeah, what you just heard was a train right there. So yeah, who would have known that Bumbleblast is so well equipped that he even has train horns of all things. Like, not many Skylanders can say they have those. Except maybe Drill Sergeant, because Drill Sergeant's little bulldozer type, mechanic at the front of his body, you know what I'm talking about, little bulldozer drill type thing. Yeah, it looks similar to that of a train, because trains of course have those at the front of their engines to disperse the snow in front of them. If the railways are ever just filled to the brim with snow having felled, then naturally those bulldozer type things can disperse it and leave the tracks free so you don't slip and the brakes work more efficiently. But anyways, because Drill Sergeant has that kind of design with the train looking mechanic at the front of his body, mind you, my primary school friend, so we're going back several years at this point, managed to once trick me into believing that that Drill Sergeant could full on transform into a train. I mean, sure, his shields at the front of his body can be made to emphasise that mechanical part of him that makes him look like a steam train, but when he said transform into a train, I thought he meant like a full-fledged steam engine. with the wheels, the axles, the whole lot. So yeah, that was a lie I believed for far too long, because I believed it until I finally acquired Drill Sergeant for myself in 2013 and discovered that, hey, he doesn't transform into a train as I visualised. So yeah, that train's horn just brought about that story, you could go as far as saying. But anyway, stories aside, we have spark locks to be completing. Yeah, let's try to avoid that, because the last one we want to do is lose more blast and an explosion brought about by soft power and his crazy energiness. Like seriously, I thought I had energy. My energy does not, you know, hold a candle to the energy of soft power right here. Oh, whoopsie. Didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we're not worried about collecting all the sparks this time around. We're just going to reunite Shock and Bolt without further ado. I feel like they've been apart for long enough. Yeah, I like this plan. This is a good, solid plan, this one right here. So let's conduct it already. Softpaw, shut up and let me get out of here. Yeah, can you imagine that just in real life? You need to blow something up and get out of the way immediately, but instead of having a chance to do that, instead you are stuck in place by some person who doesn't know the meaning of the words, shut up! Yeah, that would be inconvenient, wouldn't it? Anyway, we've approached the next area right here, and the air element is stronger, meaning that we get to go to the giant of the air element, everybody's favourite character, Jetpack, who has lived as long as he has by some miracle. Oh wait, let's be heading over here. Sweet. But yeah, I feel as though even if I didn't stupidly lose Prison Break to Winter Keep, his death was basically inevitable, because he no doubt would have wound up having to fight off the enemies at the Phantasm Forest, and I doubt I would have got through that scenario unharmed. You know, if we can't get past the Winter Keep, the Phantasm Forest is even harder than that. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, that was not very wise of me. That was Jetpack quite literally sucking in combat is what it was. I sucked them in a little too close and was unable to get away from their attack patterns because of my own stupidity. Okay, let's suck up that there gold, because that's Pokemon I don't mind if I do. What matters is that for now, Jetpack is still alive. For now, anyway. Not sure how much more longer that will last, but now that we've fully healed up, thanks for helping out Jelly right there. That's definitely pushes in the right direction, you could go as far as saying. Oh boy, I'm pretty sure there's something over here. We're about to find out regardless, aren't we? Enemies! I don't want to fight enemies, we're just going to continue with the rest of the level before we wind up pulling off Jetpack to some stupid decision of mine. Okay, here we go. Boom, baby. Yeah, there goes that fool. Our last guy to take down is this one over here. Thinking he stands a chance against me, the fool. Haha, sweet. We could get that story scroll down there, but for once I can't be bothered, so that's precisely what we're not going to be doing. Okay, here we go with some magic spell punks. And of course there's other enemies that were introduced, but I immediately forgot the name for. You know those guys too. Regardless, there goes the magic spell punk. Sweet. Now we've got these guys to deal with again. There we go. Oh, sweet! Jetpack actually did something good for them. It's got to respect for hustle here, boys. For, you know, ambition to prove us all wrong right here. Oh, whoops, I forgot to press the jump button. Oh dear, looks like I am going to be collecting the story scroll after all. So what we got right here?
The experimental laboratory section of Chaos's fortress is responsible for many of the unusual oddities found in...
Oh, is that right, is it? Yeah, I like the fact that as we're playing the level, we're given the additional context behind the level via a story scroll that is, you know, giving us said context. That's pretty cool to see, you know, it gives you, or well, it grants you even further immersion into the level now that you have all of the background knowledge behind it. So say, they're definitely really cool story scrolls, so those of you interested in the lore of the Skylanders. But it's much more better when they're funny, like the Chaos Diaries or the Flynn Appendix, or the Flynn Chronicles even. In Trap Team, the appendix come in when there are additional Flynn, you know, Telltales during the Adventure Pack levels. But yeah, you can call them the Flynn Telltales, you can call them the Flynn Chronicles, you can call them whatever. I prefer the word Flynn Chronicles because that's just a funny name. Anyway, we have a tech element popping on, which means that we get to go back to Countdown once again. Man, this guy's been beasting it. He's been clutching out so many combat sections, as it would seem. This guy is definitely my MVP, but you let me know in the comment section below what you guys' personal MVP is. Ouch. Boom, baby! Why is this guy as good as he is? The enemies don't deserve this. I feel sorry for even them at this point. Man, Countdown, he's so good. Love this guy. And that's why he is my personal MVP. Him and Bumbleblast, Flashwing, Small Dash. Basically just every Scarlet remaining at this point is my MVP. Because they've all been such beasts moving forward. That's why this cast is as good as it is. Like, in my personal opinion, this is the greatest cast of 16 characters you could ask for. There are a few casts you can assemble that are better than this one.
The next sheepshooter turret is protected by burning goo.
I mean, I suppose if I was to do this with a legendary cast, that too would be pretty decent. I mean, legendary Night Shift alone has multiple lives. Then you also have characters like legendary Igniter coming in clutch, because he's my favourite character and naturally that makes me very good at playing as him. You know, and his moveset in and out and everything. Anyway, with the sheep having been confirmed, let us be blasted off again! Yep, we're taking off alright. So for Chaosandra, despite the fact that we have to remove the Skarner and place them on constantly, we're going to remain as the same Skarner throughout the entirety of the battle still. Because it's going to be unfair if after the first phase the Skarner's at like 200 health and then I swap out for a different Skarner. Just because I took them off the portal to, you know, expose Chaosandra within the portal network. Which is a really cool gimmick, by the way. When I first saw that, my mind was blown with how they were able to pull that off. So yeah, Chaosandra definitely a really cool gimmick to her boss fight. The fact that you need to take a Skarner off the portal because she's hiding within the portal network. Really, really cool stuff. But yeah, that's how we're going to do that, just so that it's fair, because other Skarners have to tackle the entirety of the boss fight themselves, so it's only fair that the Skarner taking on Chaosandra has to do the same. And I believe that Skarner will be Countdown, actually. Oh boy. Because I believe the element before Chaosandra is tech, so we have to remain as Countdown throughout the rest of the level, throughout the rest of the episode now. But even still, every time I take Countdown off the portal and put him back on during the Chaosandra boss fight, the screen will be getting that little bit brighter. Because technically, I'm taking the Lightcore Skarner and placing them on the portal again and again. And the screen lights up every single time a Lightcore is placed on the portal. So yeah, naturally that's how all that's going to work. I'm basically just foreshadowing at this point. Timing! So yeah, now with Ice Breakout being said and dealt with, let's grab that gold that mine if we do and get out of here, because this time Softcore isn't going to speak with us for far too long as I mash the correct button on my controller and itch my nose for good measure. Okay, sweet, there's another treasure chest over here, and you know what? I want it, so let's go grab it. I mean, the enemy is there, no problem for us. This is Countdown we're talking about here. Told you so, no problem whatsoever, except for that guy right there. That guy could be a problem. Oh, no he wasn't. My missiles are too fast for that fool. Okay, there you go. Big booms all around, baby. Okay, here we go. Gotta watch out for the orbs. Don't want to be taking no orbs to the face now, do we? There you go, there's that stuff all destructionified. That was a very old way of saying it, but here I am having just said it anyway. Okay, let's finish off this guy right here. Easy as that, boom baby. Oh boy, watch out for the blast though, we don't much appreciate the blasts. As per the norm. Like, why would we appreciate them? It's a true question we should be asking ourselves. There is no reason to appreciate them, so therefore I do not appreciate them. Yeah, here we go. This is the moment where Countdown has got to come in clutch. Okay, watch out for all them blasts once again. Watch out for those guys. Last thing we want to do is be defeated by one of them. There you go, we got him. Sweet. Now we can continue on with the rest of the level, hoping that there's some food in sight, because boy does Countdown need it right now. Oh, speaking of food. Sweet. Oh my gosh, an enemy ambush. Who saw that one coming? It's almost like I've played this game already in the past before, several hundred times actually. Ouch. Oh boy, this is not good. We're taking continuous damage from the goop, and that's the worst thing about it. Now we're down to 35 health. Ah! This is a moment where I become very big scared, because this is Countdown. This is my MVP we're talking about here. The last thing I want to do is lose my MVP. Oh boy, watch out for that guy. Oh no! No! Oh, my MVP, no! Countdown is gone! Oh, that's unfortunate. And now we got to swap out for the other tech representative, because the tech element is still stronger here, which means we've got to bring out Drobot and his fancy ribbon. But yeah, now I'm ultimately incredibly depressed. I'm not crying, you're crying. But putting all jokes aside, we still have 10 characters remaining, so things are looking good for the future of this Locke. Even though Cluck is not the easiest boss fight to deal with in Night mode, I must admit, but still, I doubt we're going to lose like all 10 scars to him, and hopefully, in having said that, I didn't just jinx myself.
Time to activate the Red Rover protocol, Skylander. Things in here just got real.
Oh, they weren't real before. They were fake before, because that's what not real means, that it's fake. So, how was it fake exactly? I mean, we lost Countdown with crying out loud. The last thing I want to hear is that we lost Countdown to something that was fake. That's just the ultimate depression right now. That's like adding salt to the wound, that is. Anyway, now moving on with what is apparently very, very realness. Let's be taking down this next combat section with Drobot, as our enemies will cease to stand a chance. And despite the fact that Countdown was defeated, he's still the MVP in my eyes. Nothing's going to take that away. It was the final moments of Countdown, which is a pun, because of the final countdown. Regardless of all that, Countdown still beasted the few combat sections he was in. He still, you know, had that charm and charisma of detaching his head and annihilating enemies with it. You just can't get past that charm right now, and that's what makes Countdown such a blast to have watched in this series. Anyway, we really need to hurry up and take down the magic spell points before we get hit by something that we could not see. Oh my gosh, I actually used the gear ability! I used it again! What is this? How strange. Ouch. There you go, there goes that guy. Now I want this food over here. Sweet, let's hope we can close this out with Drobot now. Woo! Somehow we didn't get hit by anything there. I don't know how, we just didn't, I suppose. Ouch. Okay, let's grab that food right there. Thank you, game, for very conveniently placed food. Okay, watch out for that, and for that, and for... Oh, I thought another one was coming. Always good to be safe, though. Ouch, that one hurt. Yeah, as if the enemies weren't enough, then we also got the goop to deal with. Oh boy, watch out for the blast, there you go. Here comes the shockwave. My concentration is unparalleled right now. I've never concentrated on anything this much in my entire life. Okay, there goes one. Woo! That was a close one. That was too close. Oh my god, that clutch from Drobot. Woo! My heart was pounding, I must admit. The last thing I want to do is lose the most overpowered character in the entirety of the lot. Like, if I haven't proven yet that I'm a bad player at this game, then losing Jobot would have definitely been the final nail in the coffin to prove that, mind you. Anyway, this time I actually feel like collecting the bolts, so let's do exactly that. It's not exactly like they're hard or, you know, far out of our way to do so. And now, just like that, we got all 3 bolts from Tabletop right here as I continue to switch my nose once more. Although once more, I mean 7 times because, you know, the nose just not cease being itchy. That's something that's just far too convenient to ask for it to stop being itchy, that is. So now we've got to take on Chaosandra with Drobot. Oh god. This nose of mine, man, it's a nuisance. Anyway, as you can tell, I didn't pick up any of Wool Sweaters, mostly because I had the idea in the back of my mind that I was going to lose at least one character. What I didn't think, however, was that that one character was going to be Countdown!
Hello there, dearie.
Anyway, let's press the best button on the video game to skip buttons so we can hurry up and get into this boss fight without further ado.
We're entertained while we...
So yeah, let's do this thing.
Chaos's mom.
Chaos's mum, eh?
Oh, we shall see how much you have learned from Eon. Raise the cages and unleash the beast.
Yeah, bring them on. These beasts, quote unquote. Good news is that because there is no element of the area I can swap out for any Skylander I wish if Drobot's defeated. But that's a pretty big if because defeating Drobot is easier said than done. Ouch. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. Definitely for the best, me shutting up, that is. Okay, here we go. Let's continue hitting this fool. Man, this guy just doesn't want to die right now. Oh, never mind, I take it back. He's dead. That's what we like to see. That guy too. Yeah, these enemies can be confusing because they look awfully similar to the Screechers, which we saw in the Phantasm Forest, but what makes them different to the Screechers is that they fly in a straight line and they don't have the shockwave to jump over. So naturally they're far more easier to evade, is what I'm going to start saying right here. And now there's a lot of guys. I repeat, a lot and a lot of guys. Oh my gosh, I actually used the gears again. Who saw that one coming? I didn't. I mean, the gears? Who uses Drobot's gears besides me? The answer is nobody. It's just me. Okay, here we go. There go the gears again. Wow. The Locke never ceases to surprise me, I suppose. And everyone else for that matter. Okay, here we go. There you go, sweet, he's done. He's done. Now we've got this guy to deal with, and then we've got first phase having been said and done with, mind you. Yeah, here we go. I don't want to say that these guys are easy to dodge because otherwise I'm going to wind up dying to this guy, so that's exactly why I didn't say that, but still, they're easy to dodge. Oh, whoops! I said it. He's dead, so nothing even matters. And Chaosandra is in the portal, so let's expose her, shall we?
How did you find me in here?
Yeah, I have no fucking clue. Though clearly it is possible because I just conducted upon it. This possibility I conducted upon, to be more specific. So, back to Drobot with his fancy ribbon.
Enough of this! Feel the power of the darkness!
I mean, Chaosandra, remember, this is your fault, you know. You won't be dealing with Drobot right now for one, for the fact that A, your minions defeated Countdown, and B, the element of the area coming into this was tech, which we totally know you had 100% total control over.
I'm impressed that you've made it this far.
I'm also impressed about it. Not really, it was basically given this is true what we are talking about here. Okay, here we go, we got some Screechers. Luckily for me, I remember where the jump button was, so I managed to evade them just fine. Okay, we can't stand still though. Standing still is basically the death wish, especially from them chili dogs who launch up snowballs. Where they get the snow from, I don't know, but they launch snowballs at us all the same. Yeah, what's funny about these guys is that using projectile characters, after you jump over them, you can just follow in suit right behind them because they can't hit you, but you certainly can hit them using your projectiles. Ouch. That was big ouch. Okay, there goes your life spell point. So now we don't need to worry about enemies healing up. Oh, never mind, there's another one. Of course there is. Apparently our afterburners didn't hit him there. Didn't hit him there though. Ouch. Oh man. I forgot where the jump button was. Okay, watch out. Yeah, I have a long and rich history of dying to this boss fight, so I'm hoping that I can, you know, put an end to that history here and now, but things aren't looking too good. Oh, never mind, you have food. Thank you, game. Although I almost ran directly into the rolling dudes directly afterwards, so that would have been tragic. Gotta keep my wits about me. That's the problem with commentary, really. Like, you're trying so hard to be witty that sometimes you lose focus of the game. But I'd rather have entertainment value than, you know, be good at a video game. After all, I'm an entertainer. I wish to entertain. That's my longing in life. Okay, here you go. Watch out for these guys right here. Yeah, deal some afterburner damage, and some more afterburner damage, and get those gears rolling. Okay, there you go, there goes that guy. He even gave me some food for good measure, sweet. And now there's the second phase. Haven't been dealt with.
No, not again. Away from me.
Yeah, have you ever heard of the definition of insanity here, Chaosandra? Doing the same thing over and over again and hoping for a different result every time? Well, the fact that you're doing exactly that, you know, it kind of makes me feel as though you're insane over here. Anyway, bring on the laser. Boom, baby. Oh man, this reminds me of Prison Break because those crystals look just like Prison Break's crystal hands, and now I'm depressed because I'm remembering about how I stupidly and humiliantly lost him. Once again, I believe I'm just making up words on the spot. We're going to deal with it all the same. The words are mighty tough to look. Okay, let's grab that. Go there, sweet.
You are far more troublesome than I ever imagined.
Of course I am. This is Drobot with a fancy ribbon I've talked about. Drobot alone is stupid powerful, but you know, the ribbon merely but amplifies that power. So now he's like powerful but times infinity.
Now we shall see how much of a hero you really are. Minions, attack the Skylander with everything you have.
Definitely the name of the video, BossCeption. That's just too much of an awesome name to pass up the opportunity of using it. Man, there is just blasts everywhere. Ouch. No! Oh no! So much about putting an end to that history. Because now Drobot's dead and I have to go with a Sword Force character, which means there's only one right choice to be had here, and that's going to be Flashwing, moving on from one dragon to the next. But man! Oh, Drobot. Oh. That's upsetting. Okay, here we go. Let's pick up that bomb right there, sweet, and blow up Bubble Greaves right here. But man, now I'm really upset. I lost both text guarding in the same episode. Oh man, that sucks. And hopefully we don't lose Flashwing here as well, because man, that would just be the ultimate depression right there, is what that would be. Okay, here we go, we got ourselves another bomb. Luckily we don't have any enemies to worry about, so we just have Bubble Greaves and Bubble Greaves alone to deal with for now. I love the fact though that even without the F elemental buff, this character is still dumb, stupid, broken, man. Like seriously, look at this. Not that I feel sorry for Bubble Greaves, I definitely don't. Like, that's the reason that Drobot's dead now, so I will never feel empathy for Bubble Greaves. Never ever, ever. And now I have lots and lots of enemies to have to defeat. Ouch. That's not pleasant. There's so many of them. Is that going to blow any of them up? No, it's not. That's unfortunate. Healing mid-battle, we like to see it. Okay, there goes one of them. There goes more of them. Okay, boom! Now that they've been dealt with, all we have is Wiggle Grooves once more. Yeah, let's heal up a bit while we're at it. Watch out for Shockwave too. Okay. Boom, baby. This is how you play effectively with Flash Wing. You just press the buttons and you're just automatically guaranteed to do well, because this is Flash Wing we're talking about here. Yeah, that's it. Heal me up. Oh, watch out for Blaster. We don't want to take those to the face. That would kind of nullify the whole effect of the healing and everything. Okay, there you go. We're near enough back up to full health again, which is what we'd like to see. Okay, I believe now we'll be able to have some more enemies to deal with, I think. Yep, I thought correctly. Man, that treasure is glitched out. I'm pretty sure I go straight through it and it's not counting towards my gold count, which is really impressive now that I think about it, and very distracting too. Okay, there goes that guy. And there goes these last two guys. Boom, watch out for Shockwave. Okay, apparently I hit that Shockwave. Luckily I'm not dead, thank God for that. So yeah, we're just going to mash buttons and hope for the best against all the groups right here. Die! Thank you! Yes, we lived that. Let's go, man. That's hype. Yeah, no, that ain't quite happening. So we're going to do like what we did with Drobot and basically remain as Flashwing still. It's unfair to swap out.
You can't do this to me.
But Flashwing dying here, that's a big no-no. I hope.
Blinded by the light.
Blinded by the light. Hey, that's the name of Bruce Springsteen song. And the movie. What? You've got to be kidding me. Man, that sucks. Let's go with Warnado purely because he's not going to die and he's had very little screen time this series. But still, that sucks. I realised that I had to swap out for a Giant Skarner and not swap for Skarner. But at this point, I couldn't care less. But man, how was I supposed to react to that? That sucks! Oh, now I'm upset. Three losses in one episode. That was the last thing I was expecting heading into it. But that's just Nightmare Mode for you, I guess. Nightmare Mode in combination with this guy's lack of skill at the video game. Now let's actually, you know, trick Cassandra into hitting the beam into a mirror rather than Warnado, mind you, because her hitting Warnado is far less effective for us than it is for Mirror. Either way, it's not good for Cassandra. Either way, she makes me mad by hitting me, or she traps herself into the mirror by, you know, beaming it up. In this case, a beam was supreme, just to harken back to Prison Break right here, and not depress anyone by the fact that he's God whatsoever. But yeah, my cast is looking rough now. We're down to 9, I believe. No, we're down to 8. That's a lie. Can't even count apparently, because yes, my Skylanders cast is right down there, and I'm looking at them as I spoke. So yes, 8 characters remaining, 2 adventure pack levels, and a Chaos final boss fight to go. But man, that was so lame the way I lost Flashwing right now. I didn't want to take Flashwing off too early, because if I did, it would have been an absolute waste, because I would have had to put her back onto Portal again, and then take it back off again. But I waited too long, let those sparks summon, and then I had no time to react to where they was landing. Due to, you know, the Portal networks getting in the way constantly, you know, the constant on, off, shake it all about, screw me over. Regardless, we have to stop Chaos at all costs, but not until after we've beaten both adventure pack levels in the next episode. We're not going to do them both in the next episode, we'll dedicate one episode to each, but regardless, we will defeat them both all the same. So yeah, with all that being said and done, I will see you all next episode for the Tower of Time, and until that moment arises, peace!